Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about series, power series in particular. So first of all, the difference between series and sequence is illustrated in these tables. For sequence, it's basically the arrangement of numbers in specific orders, whereas series is the summation. So taking into account here the highlight, I just highlighted word summation. Then this was arrangement. Summation of what? Summation of terms in the sequence. So we call the terms in the summation is we call it terms, okay, rather than numbers. Secondly, for sequence, it always follows an order, whereas series may or may not follows particular orders. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until n is said to be a sequence. However, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and 5 is said to be series using the plus notation or plus or minus. The general forms of sequence is given is in here with a sub n representing a sequence. Okay, sometimes letter A, sometimes letter U. Textbook use different letter starting from n equals to 1 to whatever infinity, for example. Whereas for series is generally represented using this summation notation. Okay, sigma from r initial 1 usually until a certain number n or infinity. So a sub r here representing the series. As I said, it can be letter A or sometimes letter U. And then lastly, the order of a sequence importance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a sequence. However, 2, 1, 3 is not a sequence. Whereas the order does not matter in series. It can be 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, it is the same as 2 plus 1 plus 3. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, there are different types of series. Okay, number one, geometric series. Okay, by definition, geometric series is the sum of terms. Okay, notice here the word terms. Okay, the sum of terms of geometric sequence where each term after the first is found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed, usually non-zero numbers that is called a common ratio. So the general forms for geometric series is given here: a plus ar square plus r cubes plus dot dot dots. The convergence criteria for the geometric series is given here, that the geometric series converge if the common ratio r is basically is the ratio between the second or the second with the first, the third with the second, and so on. So the common ratio r is less than 1, then it will converge, for example half, 1/3, and so on. However, if it is the absolute value of the r, which is the ratio between the next term to the earlier terms, is not equals to or is greater than 1, okay, then or infinity, then it is diverges, the series diverges. That's the criteria, convergence criteria for geometric. And there are also p series. Okay, other than geometric, we also have p series. By definition, p series is series of the forms notation from 1 to infinity of the series 1 over n to the power of p here. I don't know if you can see. Whereas p here is a positive constant. So the reason why it is called p series may be because p stands for power. So it is the starting numbers, okay, terms starting from 1 in this case, raised to a fixed number p, and then the n follow up 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So p is any number, any positive constant. So the p series converge, okay, if the p value there is greater than 1, and it will diverge if it is equals to 1 or less than 1. So if it is exactly 1 or less than 1, then it will diverge. Otherwise, if it is greater than 1, the series will converge. I should highlight in here, maybe it's a good idea. And also this one for geometric series is the common ratio less than 1. Otherwise, it will diverge. Okay, so this is the common notation for P series. Next type of series is harmonic series. Okay, by definition, harmonic series is specific type of P series, but the P itself equals to 1. So imagine it is P series like this, but the P here is 1, and therefore only variable is the n numbers, n starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 varies. Okay, but the power stay the same, which is equals to 1. So let me just highlight that. Specific type of P series with P is equals to 1. So for example, 1 plus half plus 1/3 plus 1/4 and so on. So the harmonic series in this case will always diverge. That's the criteria for convergence. I mean, the harmonic series will always diverge. Next type of series after geometric P series and harmonic is alternating series. By definition, alternating series is a series in which the terms alternate in sign, meaning the sign of the series, the sign of the terms in the series alternate from positive, negative, like so. So for example, the initial A0 plus, okay, in this case plus, and then negative A1 plus, positive A2, negative A3, and so on. So alternating series will converge, okay, if the absolute value of the terms form a decreasing sequence that approaches 0. This is known as the alternating series test, which I will explain to you further with an example in the following video. Okay, so these are the example of each of those series. Number 1, geometric series with R, for example, 2. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus ... Okay, as you can see here, the ratio between the second and the first is always 2, or the third and the second is always 2. 8 divided by 4 is also 2. So the ratio is constant, in this case 2. If A equals to 3, then starting from 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus 24 and so on. If it is negative 2, then it's not given here. So if it is negative 2, then it will be negative 2 plus negative 4. Let me just delete the plus here. Negative 4, negative 8, negative 16, and so on. As you can see here, the ratio, okay, the ratio is also 2. Wait, if it is okay, starting from A equals to negative 2, then but the ratio R is still 2. However, if R equals to half, as you can see here, the terms of the geometric series decreases, which indicate that this series will converge to a certain value as the value becoming less and less, smaller and smaller and smaller. If you start from negative 3, negative 1.5, negative 0.75, and so on, starting from 5, then 5, 2.5, plus 1.25, plus 0.625, and so on. So all of these are geometric series with various value, R value, or ratio value. Example of P series, just by definition, the general form is like this: summation from 1 to infinity with n, okay, the starting value n equals to 1, and then raised to a power p. That's why it's called power series or P series. So the P series here will be fixed, okay, For example, when p equals to 2, the series become, as you can see here, starting from 1, then 1 to the power of 2, to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2. So the power in each term is fixed, is constant. So by definition, the series will converge because, as you can see the definition above, okay, here, p series converge if p, okay, p and the raised to the power of p greater than 1. If it is 1, then it become harmonic series, okay, and it will always diverge. Okay, next is harmonic series. This is an example, as you can see, 1, okay, 1 to the 1 over 1, if you like here. This is same as 1 over 1, so this is like 1 over 1, doesn't show, never mind. And then 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 and so on. So as you can see here, the p here is p, okay, equals to 1, just by definition of harmonic series. And the series will diverge, okay, always diverge as n approaching infinity. The terms do not approach to 0. Next example is alternating, okay, as you can see here, alternating series is terms that alternate in sign, starting from positive, negative, and so on. For example, 1, negative half, plus 1 over 3, negative 1 over 4, and so on. So we will talk about convergence later on. So to test for convergence, there are several common convergence tests, okay, and the first one is ratio test, okay, and then we have also root test, and then we have divergent test, integral test, and alternating series test. So we will try to look some of these tests with some example in the next video. Just briefly for ratio test, okay, the idea is that it is a test for convergence or divergence of a series by examining the limit of the ratio of a consecutive terms, meaning the next one, the second with the first and so on, and the third with the second and so on. The formulation for ratio test is given for a series A sub n, summation, indicating a series. We can calculate the limit, okay, of the series. Notice here the first one, A sub n, is the ratio between, absolute ratio between A sub n plus 1 divided by A sub n only, and n approaching infinity. So we need to evaluate the limit as n approaching infinity for A, which is the series, okay, sub n plus 1 over A sub n, meaning the original series, if you like. If, for example, the L value or the limit value less than 1, then the series will converge absolutely. If the L greater than 1, the series diverges. However, if L equals to 1, the test is inconclusive. Okay, we can, if you want, highlight it using line like that. This is number 1. Okay, if it is exactly 1, then this will be inconclusive, and then if it is along this area, then it will be greater than 1, will be diverge, area where the value will diverges, okay, and then in this area the value will be converges. Next, the second test is called root test. So the idea here for root test is that it is test that determine the convergence of divergence of a series by considering the nth root of the absolute value of the terms. Again, we will give some example. We'll discuss some example later on for root test. So for a series summation notation here, indicate a series A sub n. Calculate the limit, okay, as n approaching infinity of the nth root of the series, absolute value of the series. If the limit less than 1 the series converges, greater than 1 the series diverges, equals to 1 the test is inconclusive. Therefore we will need to do other alternative tests. So this is very similar with the requirement for ratio test, okay, between the root test and ratio test. The requirement for convergence is similar, exactly the same. The third test is divergent test. So the idea here is that it is a simple test that check if the series diverges. That's why they call it divergent test. So the formulation is simply evaluate the limit as n approaching infinity of a series a sub n. If the limit is not equal to 0, then the series of a sub n will diverges. So once again, if the series not equals to 0, then the series diverges. If it is equal to 0, or if it is equal to 0, then the series will converge. However, if it is not equal to, meaning 1, 2, 3 and so on, it will diverge, including infinity. However, if it is 0, then the series will converge. We'll do some example later. The next test is integral test. Okay, this is special for series that is positive and continuous, as you can see here. If a function in terms of x, f of x is a positive and continuous and decreasing in value for all x starting from 1, okay, x is greater than or equals to 1, and series a sub n of a function of n, then the series, this which is summation here, series a sub n, and the integral from 1 to infinity of the f of x dx either both converge or both diverge. So again, we will do some example on the integral test later, but the thing here, we need to apply only to a positive continuous, okay, only to a positive series continuous and decreasing for all x greater than or equals to 1 to infinity. That's why starting from, as you can see here, starting from 1 to infinity. The next type of test is called alternating series test. Okay, this is specific for alternating series. For convergent test, specifically designed for alternating series where the terms alternate in sign, positive, negative, and so on. So the requirement or the condition for an alternating series is either negative 1 to the power of n of the series, bn in this case, or negative 1 to the power of n plus 1 of b sub n series. So b sub n on here is the series, alternating series, where the terms b sub n must be a positive and decreasing. That is, this is the test for alternating series. Okay, b sub n must be positive and decreasing, or in other words, the first term must be higher than the second terms, like that, and the third term must be less than the second term, and so on. And the limit of the series, the limit of the alternating series as n approaching infinity must be equals to 0. Then if both of these fulfill, then the alternating series will converge.